Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe Kyutama cockpit set 01. This is a set that allows you to give you a 3D version of what happens with the Kyuranger Voyagers, as in the Rangers go into the big Kyutamas, and those big Kyutamas become their cockpits, which I honestly think is really cool, and I love it when when big Robo toys do this, when they have little minifigures. It's a shame that it wasn't included in the default Kureno set, but it's nice to have either way. But anyway, we'll take a look at the box and then the Kyutamas with their figures. So here we have the box. Got a picture of the Voyagers with the minifigures inside. Top it shows Kureno with some of the minifigures. Shows you the contents. On this side it shows off Kureno with all the things open, the hatches. On this side it shows off the hatches again and the minifigures. Bottom it shows the first 5 Kyurangers. And on the back is, of course, everything you're going to do. And, yeah. Let's get started. So we'll take a look at, whoa, don't drop the Shishi Red cockpit with the Shishi Red minifigure. We'll take a look at the minifigure first. The minifigure is very small. They're about the same size as the minifigures that came with the Time Jet from Time Ranger and the Soul Bird from Kyuranger, which were released in like the early 2000s. So it's nice to see them using minifigures like this again. They even have, there's not much detail on them, but they do have there is detail on them a lot for a minifigure like this. And they even got their Seiza blasters molded on. Yeah, you can make out some of the details. You can definitely tell that's Shishi Red. Yeah, it works. I'm just gonna have them lay down, and yeah. The cockpits are about the same size as a normal Kyutama. So here's the Shishi Kyutama. However, there's some major differences. 1, they don't Mawa slide. 2, the outer rims are cast in a different shade of plastic. And 3, they got these silver bits inside of them. Oh, as well as their stickers not having any numbering to them. Their bottom plates are the same translucent color as the top. However, they all have the exact same pin combination, which leads to me nearly knocking over one of them. It leads to this. A generic noise. And they all make that exact same generic noise. If I can get the damn thing out. Yeah. Now, taking a closer look at the cockpit Kyutama, the hatch is on the back, so you open it up, and they will lock into this position, and you got the little seating arrangement. They even have the little emblems right there, so there's the Shishi Kyutama emblem on the top, and their little seating areas here do rotate for depending on what direction they're supposed to be putting. Yeah, it's not 100% accurate because this whole thing is supposed to go up, down, left, right, and all sorts of directions, but couldn't really do that here, unfortunately. Next is Okami Blue, with the Okami Blue cockpit. First, we'll take a look at the figure. Amazingly, they even molded in his fur texture. Yeah, these do also come apart, but it's very easy to just put them back in. I do, however, wish they wouldn't do that. They did, like, it's amazing how they actually managed to mold in his fur texture. God dang it, almost spat everywhere. You know, I was half expecting them to just leave it blank. And yeah, you can't really see it, but yeah, the fur texture was left alone. Yeah. Anyway, same thing with the cockpit, except when you open this one up, it has the Okami Blue emblem right there. God. Excuse me while I clear my throat. Oshi Black and the Oshi cockpit. Oshi Black does have a much muscular build than the other Rangers, except for maybe the legs, because those legs aren't accurate to what his legs are supposed to look like, but I guess they couldn't really fit his normal legs in there. But yeah. Very nice. And when you open the back here, you do get the Oshi emblem. Next is the Chameleon cockpit and the Chameleon green minifigure. There she is. Yeah, they did get a lot of their details in. Even gave her a much more feminine build. And of course the cockpit shows off Chameleon Green's emblem. And the last is the Kajiki cockpit and minifigure. And they did get the little point on the end of the helmet, but it's flat and stubby so that you don't poke yourself when you pick this guy up. And of course the cockpit, open it up and it has the Kajiki emblem. Now to put them into their Voyagers, I will show that off. Putting them in their individual Voyagers varies between how the kyutama is placed in. So for Shishi Red, you want to have him sitting on this seat. There are two seats, but you want to have him sitting here, and you want to have him facing upright in this seat. You plug him in. When you're closing this, make sure the vibration doesn't pop him out up like it did just then. Otherwise, you're going to have a much harder time trying to put this in. And I like how that never really happened to me much before, but now it's on camera, yeah, it'll happen a lot. So, since this is how the kyutama is placed in, take the Shishi Voyager, while you guys to the back. Take out the normal Shishi kyutama, replace it with the cockpit kyutama, and then we got Shishi Red riding inside, and I do actually like that. Now, Okami Blue and Oshi Black have a very similar process, which, so I'll do them both. You'll have the cockpits facing this way, and you'll have them sitting on the seat right there. So you put them in, and close it up without popping him out of his seat. Don't do that. Okay, we're good. Same thing with Oshi Black. Open. Do that. Drop the figure. I said don't. There we go. Then take the Oshi Voyager and the Okami Voyager. Take off their normal kyutamas and replace them with the cockpit versions. And I'm going to make sure that this is straightened out. Okay, we're good. There we go. And we have them riding the Voyager. There's Oshi Black, who I think is hopping out of his seat a little. Come on. There. Oshi Black and Okami Blue. And then the last ones are Chameleon Green and Kajiki Yellow. So for these two, take their cockpits, open them up, and they'll be facing this way. So to adjust them for that, well, first have them sitting in this seat right here. As I try my best to maneuver this, which is not cooperating with me. No. Then push her upright, like so. That doesn't look nearly as straight as it should be. Don't do this to me. That looks nice. And then close it up. Same thing with Kajiki. So, whoa, what are you doing? Kyutama just did a little ballerina twirl. Alright. That. Then take their corresponding Voyagers. Remove the normal Kyutamas, replace it with the cockpit versions. This one isn't really... I really wish this could tilt a little because she's now looking downward. I guess if you're holding it like this, it wouldn't matter. Because I think it flies in this fashion. But yeah, there they are riding the Voyagers. Now, there is a way to set them up for Kyureno. You just take the cockpit, open it up, and you will have the Rangers sitting on this seat facing this way. Now, I do wish the legs could bend so it actually shows them much like in the cockpit images and in the show where their legs would bend downward. I'll do that. But they couldn't really do that, so take what you get. Besides, I still think it's cool. Trying to make sure they don't pop out. So that's how you would set them up for Kyureno, and I will jump cut and do the rest for the others. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, I sort of forgot that I already recorded this. God, my brain just went stupid and I thought this was an intro. But yeah, this is, I'm not even gonna edit that out. That was just too funny. Anyway, I almost said my intro. Again. Anyway, this is what it looks like with the Rangers in the cockpit. And it does look pretty cool. The only hindrance is... Well, hit the wrong button. If I turn off my front light... Yeah, they don't fully light up, which I think is kind of stupid. I really wish that the little segments where they sit in were made of translucent plastic so that it would shine through a lot easier. Like, maybe not complete translucent, but like foggy translucent plastic, because I thought that would have made it look a lot better. But overall, I do like this set, and it may not be for everyone, because it's not nearly as accurate as having these in here, but I like the effect, and honestly, I think it's cool either way. So I will see you guys later. Take care.